Toyota at a startling new possibility. Could the company face a criminal charge? A federal grand jury launched a criminal investigation today as the Securities and Exchange Commission demanded Toyota turn over documents about those runaway cars. And also tonight, Brian Ross is back with a dramatic video challenging Toyota's denial about what could be a factor in the car speeding out of control. And you experienced it, Brian.
Indeed, Diane, this is becoming a major issue. The chairman of the House Commerce Committee today alleged Toyota has misled the public about the cause of its runaway cars, ignoring problems that could come from its electronics. Toyota has said repeatedly that they have not had a problem with electronics, but what I saw this weekend suggests otherwise.
Does it seem to drive normally?
Yeah.
I was behind the wheel as a professor at Southern Illinois University. Dave Gilbert was able to create a runaway Toyota with an electronic short circuit of the kind that he says can be caused by moisture, corrosion, or wear.
They're going now at 20 miles an hour. Oh, just like that, huh? The brakes don't work. The brakes give out. Gee.
Toyota says its cars have a fail-safe mode to detect such short circuits and shut down the power. But it did not work in this case, as the cars surged past 70 miles an hour, overcoming its brakes until we put it in neutral.
Now, do you want your wife driving this?
My gosh.
They're hot. Smell them?
I smell the brakes.
And that wasn't the only electronic problem Professor Gilbert showed us. Despite the power surge, the car's onboard computer, which keeps a record of malfunctions, sent no error code, meaning the computer had no evidence of anything going wrong.
What is so important about that is it is mirroring what we're hearing from consumers, that Toyota tells them can't possibly happen. And if it did, it would set an error code. Well, in fact, it doesn't. That's what's critical.
When we questioned Toyota's top U.S. official last month, he insisted, as he always has, that there is no evidence its runaway cars are connected to any electronic problem.
There's no electronic problem, sir?
I'm confident there are no electronic problems.
Professor Gilbert says he told Toyota of his findings last week. But even today, on a webcast for reporters, Toyota officials continued to insist their fail-safe system had no flaws.
If a fault is detected, the vehicle goes into a fail-safe mode, which is to idle. The driver would also be alerted by the check engine light in the dash.
There's no warning indicator lamp.
None of that happened during Professor Gilbert's demonstrations for ABC News with this Avalon, or he says, in tests with 3 other Toyota models. In each case, a short circuit caused a speed surge, but was seen by the computer as perfectly normal.
This is why I'm dead serious about this. This is something that should not be able to happen.
And Brian, you told us Professor Gilbert gave his information to Toyota. Any response from them?
They've known about it for a week. They did not respond to him, and they did not respond to us today when we asked about it. They may not be able to avoid questions tomorrow when Professor Gilbert and Sean Kane both appear before the House Commerce Committee, and so does the USA president for Toyota, Jim
And
West.
you said you panicked in that car, even though you knew everything about this.
I knew it was
story.
coming. I still hit the brakes instead of shifting in neutral as a first reaction.
It's a good lesson.
Yes,
Okay,
indeed.
thank you, Brian.